Last time we sailed Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady, and I personally had an okay time, but it wasn't the best. This time we sailed the Valiant Lady. Did our experience change? And if so, did it change for the better? Stay tuned to find out.
What's up? What's up? It's your favorite couple. I'm Shelton.
I'm Key. So we recently sailed Virgin Voyages Valiant Lady for a 5-night Dominican days cruise. And let's talk about the boarding day experience.
Yes.
So we were scheduled to board at, our time was 3:30?
3:30.
It was 3:30. We arrived early, and what we did like about Virgin is we were allowed to check in early. We weren't allowed to board, but we were allowed to check in early. So what does that mean? That meant that we were able to get our documents verified. We received our bracelets. And so when we returned to actually board the ship, we didn't have to go through all of that. We were able to check in our luggage. And it was a great experience.
Yeah.
It went by really fast. And even when we came back to board the ship, that went by quickly. Now, when we did Scarlet Lady, pre-boarding, Virgin Voyages provided a shuttle that took us to the downtown area. This time, it wasn't necessarily a Virgin Voyages shuttle, but there was a trolley that we were able to get on. And it took us to, an area. Yeah, you could have walked, but, who wants to walk? You're on vacation, right? So we got a free ride in an air-conditioned unit. We made it there. We had a great time. And then we were able to return and board the ship.
Yeah, I enjoyed that process 100%. You didn't have to wait around the port trying to, especially if you have a late flight, you could still hop on Virgin, So that's the good thing that I like about it, because they have that late
the late boarding
time, and you can enjoy Miami. So it's like multiple trips in one. So we actually had a chance to explore Bayside. We've been to Miami several times. So if you're familiar with Bayside, it's an open mall area where you can go shopping or eat, dine, until it's time to board your ship. Ship time.
Yes. Okay, so let's talk about the food.
Now, what I like about Virgin, they didn't have the buffet.
No buffet?
But they did have the galley. The galley is designed and set up like a food hall. So if you ever been to the mall or a food court, it's set up similar to that format.
Yeah, but what was different though is you could go and have a seat and you could raise a little flag and someone would come and take your order for you. Another thing that I like, what's different about Virgin Voyages is, unlike Carnival, Royal, some of the other major cruise lines, they don't have a main dining room. Instead, they have restaurants. So you have Pink Agave, which is a Mexican restaurant.
Yes.
You have Razzle Dazzle, which is a vegan restaurant, but they have a naughty and a nice menu. You have Extra Virgin, which is the Italian restaurant. You have, The Wake, that's the steakhouse. You have Test Kitchen, which is, self-explanatory. You have Gumbe, which is like a Korean barbecue type restaurant. And we love that you have those options, but you have to make your reservations to attend each of the restaurants. And they really wanted to where everyone has the opportunity to try each of them at least one time. So if you like something and you want to reschedule, you can try to go to the restaurant to see if you can have a reservation there, or you may be able to attend it for a brunch or, lunch or whatever. So out of all of the restaurants, my favorite was Pink Agave. I like Pink Agave this time. Now, what I can say, one thing that I did not like on Scarlet is a lot of the food seemed to have been packaged so that it was pre-prepared, meaning, okay, again, we don't eat beef or pork. We eat chicken, fish, things of that nature. So if a dish contains chicken and bacon, they couldn't remove the bacon so that I could enjoy the dish. So that was kind of a bummer on Scarlet. But this time on Valiant Lady, they were able to do that for most of the dishes. Now at the, which one was it? The steakhouse. Now I know you may say, okay, well, if you don't eat beef, why were you guys at a steakhouse? They tend to have other options that we are able to enjoy. So of course, why not try it? But they had shrimp and grits, but the shrimp and grits contained bacon, and they were not able to remove the bacon from the shrimp and grits. So that was the only downer. But Pink Agave, I absolutely love that restaurant. Which one was your favorite?
Oh my gosh, I love Extra Virgin. Oh my gosh, it's an Italian restaurant. Everything made from hand. It was fresh. Everything was good.
Yeah, he was, huh?
Yeah.
And then they also have other little eateries throughout the ship. So you have
The dock
house, the dockyard.
The dockyard.
The name wrong.
Yeah.
The pizza place.
They had the pizza place. They got the room service. So they have multiple options. I love how they do the room service. It come in this little crate, little case and everything. So I love it.
Yes.
Now, another thing that I do want to highlight, early this year, Virgin decided to open their menus with a sip and savor. What is sip and savor? It's a way that you can select 3 different drinks. Well, they provide you with 3 different drinks to select. At each restaurant, it's going to be different. Yes. So we had an opportunity to, she found her favorite drink from the menu. I got my favorite drink from the menu. It was only $25. Yeah. So we had 3 drinks and it was a great bargain.
Yeah, and keep in mind, at some of the restaurants, you were able to choose. At other restaurants, the drinks were chosen for you. So it varied per restaurant. But that's really a really good deal considering the cost of each drink, and you were able to get 3 of them cheaper than the cost of basically 2.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, most of the drinks on Virgin is very reasonable. So if given the opportunity, if you have the bar tab or have some sailor loot, definitely take advantage of it. The drinks are reasonable, very reasonable. So drinks was great. The food was amazing at Extra Virgin. She loved pink agave. I mean, everything was great.
Yes, and I love the pizza because, I mean, you know, a lot of people say that Virgin has the best pizza at sea. I can't confirm nor deny that because usually when we go on other cruise lines or sail with other cruise lines, the only option that's available for us is basically cheese pizza. So we wouldn't be the best people to tell you which cruise line has the best pizza. But what I do like about Virgin is they do have that chicken option that is available all the time. Now, I know Royal, Celebrity, they have a barbecue chicken pizza, but it's only available at certain times. This time, here on Virgin, chicken was always available, and you can customize it to, you know, however you want it to be.
Yeah, and the drinks are included. Like all of your
sodas.
The sodas are included. The juices are included. So that's something that you really don't even need to come on a cruise ship and bring drinks, 7-Up, and bring your 12-pack. The drinks are already included.
Or buy a bubbles package. That's not necessary. So yeah, so we do love the fact that those drinks are included.
And the service, while we're talking about the food, oh man, once you finish with your plate, someone is there to pick up the plate, clean up your table, and get everything prepared. So I love that about Virgin.
Yes. So now, the onboard activities and the entertainment. When we sail Scarlet Lady, one of the things that I found quite interesting is that it seemed that during the day, it was kind of dead. You know, a lot of people were lounging outside. It was I felt like the ship was designed for you to party all night and sleep in late. Well, I'm one of those weird people who stay up late and then I get up early. I have a hard time in the middle. But there didn't seem to be a lot going on throughout the ship, and the entertainment seemed to be a bit risque when we were on Scarlet. This time I found that they had trivia that was going on throughout the day. They had other shows that weren't as risque as they were on Scarlet Lady. Remember the a cappella group that we went to go see?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, they had bingo this time around. We were able to check out dual reality from the beginning, so we had a better understanding. They had lots of, you know, workout activities that were going on as well. So there were different things, lots of board games and different
trivia.
You know, trivia that was happening throughout the ship. So there were more opportunities to indulge in activities and entertainment if the more risque activities were not your jam.
Now, one thing that happened here, it happened twice. So when we was on Scarlet Lady, you know, Scarlet Night usually is held outside. It moved from the inside. I mean, it moved from the inside to the outside. So it happened again. So on Scarlet Night, we had the weather situation and everything, and Virgin does a great job of compromising and coming up with a new solution. So it happened again on this ship. on Violet.
Yeah.
So they moved everything over to the red room, and it was like a big old party, big old festival. It was great. They made best of everything. Everybody was still happy.
And we know that they can't control the weather, and what was happening outside was not their fault. But we had hoped to experience an outdoor Scarlet Night. You know, we've seen videos of people jumping in the pool with their clothes on and things of that nature. And we just wanted to see what it was all about because, like you said, we didn't get an opportunity to experience that on Scarlet. We were hoping for it on Valiant, and unfortunately, it didn't happen again. But there were other cruisers who had sailed Virgin several times, and they actually said that they prefer it inside as opposed to outside. They were saying this, there were two people that we talked to, and they were saying that they had experienced the outside party at the pool, and after seeing it one time, they were good with it. They liked it inside better. So, I mean, I guess pros and cons, but we still just wanted to experience.
Yes, yes, indeed. So that may mean that we may have to book another Virgin cruise to experience it, right?
Yes. Okay, now, the ports of call. So when we sailed on Scarlet Lady, we stopped at Key West and Bimini. Key West, we were rained out. Bimini was great. And this time we stopped at, our ports were the Dominican Republic and Bimini again. Great port. So we visited Dominican Republic several times. So yeah, but we've never visited through Virgin or while on a Virgin voyage. And it was quite different. So we were at the Taino Bay port, and they have an area there for you to enjoy, you know, a pool, free of charge. So you could have done that. And we chose to do the dune buggy, the jungle buggy and beach excursion.
Yes.
And thanks to Virgin, we had enough sailor loot, and we were able to use that to pay for this excursion. So
now, someone may not know what sailor loot is.
Oh, okay.
Can you explain what sailor loot is?
Yeah, sure. Sailor loot is like the equivalency of onboard credit with other cruise lines. So, you know, Virgin does things differently, but it's the same thing. So they had given us so much in sailor loot that we could afford to book this excursion. Yes. And out of pocket is not cheap, so as you can tell, they had to have given us a lot. So we were grateful for that opportunity. We had a great time. It was raining. We thought it was canceled, but it ended up not being canceled, and the rain actually enhanced our experience.
Yes.
And so the next port of call was Bimini. Oh my gosh. The beach club.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. So just imagine, I don't want to say a college party or a college. It was just it's almost like a big reunion because everybody from the cruise ship was at this private party through Virgin. So you got the happening cast was there, which is Virgin. They were dancing, the pool, everything. It was amazing. You should have been there. Yes, it was amazing.
The water was just so blue. It was so pretty. Everything, it was just beautiful. It was clean. The food was even better. When we were there the first time around, the food, you know, it was okay. This time it was a lot better. You know, it was just a nice vibe. And, you know, we've been to several beaches. We've been to, you know, other cruise lines, private locations. This just had a different vibe to it. I don't know if it was because it was adult only or what, you know, but it was a totally different vibe. You know, the transportation, getting there on the tram, that was free, that's included. And it was almost being like an all-inclusive resort. So yeah, we had a good time. The vibes were nice.
The vibes was definitely nice. So with Bimini, so if you have Sailor Loop or bar tab, your bar tab is still working over there at Bimini. Even the Wi-Fi was still working. Everything was just all-inclusiveness. It felt like you was on an all-inclusive resort.
Now, what's a bar tab?
Bar tab. So instead of like other cruise line where you have to buy the beverage package, it's a bar tab. Like you're outside of the cruise, you just put money on it. If you put $100 on there, all that is just for your drinks. So two people do not have to get it from the room. So that's the perk. So you can get a bar tab. Me and Key can drink off of that $100 for the duration of our cruise. Or you can, use it for yourself.
Yeah, you can use your Sailor Loop to purchase your drinks as well. So just know that you can do that.
Yes.
So so ports of call, nice, great vibe. So now, getting on the ship was easy. What about disembarkation, getting off the ship?
I love their leisure. I mean, it's very relaxed. So you do not hear announcements saying, get off the ship or Luggage tag, none of that. It was very relaxed. So you just take your time. When you ready to get off, you get off. So pretty well, you definitely have to get off the ship. So pretty much, I say by noon you had to get off. It was no hassle for everybody to get off. So of course, if you want to expedite your boarding, they had a line for Rockstar members or a Rockstar room cast. But anybody, it was really fast. I would at least say, my gosh, I saw the line and I thought it was going to take a long time, because you see people lining up. But they was just moving very fast. I would say at least by 5 minutes.
Yes, it didn't take long at all. And we tend to do the self-assist where you carry your own luggage off of the ship. And it's usually because of the flights and our traveling, situation. We tend to have to get off the ship early. And like you said, there was a line, but that line moved so fast. There was no chaos. There was nothing. So just as easy as boarding the ship or as embarkation was, disembarkation was the same.
Yes.
Yes, so no issues there. So now overall, what is your overall experience with Virgin Voyages? Like overall, how would you rate your experience?
I would definitely rate my my personal experience, I would say about 8. Because I came in, you definitely have to come to Virgin. If it's your first time, definitely come in with an open mind. The thoughts, the ideas that you previously sell with other cruise line, throw those ideas out. Right. Throw everything out. Virgin set themselves apart from the other cruise line. So it is an elevated cruise experience, I believe. So I would definitely say an 8 because I'm still wanting to see the Scarlet Knight full experience held outside. I mean, the happening cast, that was very nice. When you first get on the ship, from start to end was great. When you first get on, they'll welcome you on the cruise ship, high-fiving you. My baby was over here doing her little dance when she was coming through the line. I mean, everything was a vibe. The people, which makes the cruise. So the people, we met so many great individuals on the cruise. It was amazing.
Yes. Now, for me personally, I know when we first considered Virgin Voyages, actually, he was the one who wanted to give it a try. And I was a little bit more apprehensive because, I'm more conservative. I have my extrovert turn up moments, but I'm more conservative, just me being my true self. So I was a little kind of against it. But shout out to Locked In with the Wilsons and to Jazz from Rich and Jazz Life who were saying, run, don't walk. I opened up and I tried it and I was like, I don't know that this is for me. But this second time around, I actually had a really great time. Now, I gave this experience an 8 out of 10 as well, because again, it was a lot better than my first experience. However, I am going to say this, I'm going to put a comma there. We were able to sail with a few of our content creator friends. So shout out to Travel Vibes with Angel and to See It with C, Carlene. But I want to know if my experience was better because we were there in great company. So I had a great time. I truly did. Enjoyed the food, enjoyed the vibes. But I do want to give it one more try, in which is us, just the two of us, if we run into someone great, if we meet people great. And I want to know if I will still have a good time without the other people being there. That's what I really want to know. So I don't know if my experience was elevated because we were in the presence of good company, or if I was genuinely enjoying what Virgin had to offer. So for me personally, I do want to give it another try. So we will give it another try. Like I said, it wasn't anything horrible. The food improved for me, through my eyes, it was better, more options for us. Yes. They did change the menu. I was a little disappointed in Razzle Dazzle because I was looking forward to the cookies. Oh my gosh. They took those off the menu along with a few other items. But overall, we had a good time. Yes. Like I said, I want to give it another chance to see if I really do enjoy the Virgin brand and the Virgin line, because it is different from other brands. Yeah, give it a try for yourself. And we want to thank you for watching and for hanging out with us. So be sure to tell a friend, like the video, comment, subscribe. And if you are interested in sailing with Virgin Voyages or any other cruise line, feel free to reach out to us. We're travel advisors and we can get you on those ships. So until the next time,
peace.
Shout out to our channel members. Thank you so much for your support.